Blog Talk Radio.
Welcome to Waves of Healing. We are dedicated to communicate to you and provide you with information of being aware and keep open mind to alternative ways of healing, whether it's physical, emotional, or spiritual. I am your host, Leah Yekutiel, coming to you live from Los Angeles, California, every Tuesday at 3 p.m. Pacific Time. I'm a reconnected healing practitioner, a breast cancer victor, not victim, and the author of the book, Making the Breast of It. In order to learn more about me and my book, please visit my website at www.ilovemybreastcancer.com. All in one word, ilovemybreastcancer.com. And while you are visiting my website, please purchase my book and give a gift of love to somebody you love who went through breast cancer, where they can learn how to reclaim their femininity back, how to rebuild their self-confidence living with breast cancer, how to accept their new image and love it, and learn that sexuality exudes from inside out and not from outside in. And the most important thing, through the many exercises in the book, they will learn how to connect with the spiritual aspect of life, where they realize that we women are not only our body, neither we are only our breasts, in order to be viable, functional, sexual beings. And while you are visiting my website, you can go and download for free 25 breast health tips. And if you apply some of them in your daily life, you'll be surprised how many cancers, how many breast cancers, or any other diseases we can prevent. Because doctors can diagnose us, sometimes misdiagnose us, but we have to be vigilant and take care of our body ourselves. And this is how we can do it in order to prevent so many diseases. So please go to my website and download for free the 25 breast health tip. Okay? And with that said, I want to tell you how excited I am with my guest today. Oh, I'm so excited that I cannot even talk. Well, my guest today is Jacqueline Ripstein, internationally renowned artist and the author of the book, The Art of HealingArt. Many of you, I'm sure, know about Jacqueline's work. But for those who are not that familiar with her work, let me just tell you a little bit about Jacqueline Ripstein. Has inspired thousands of people, including me, all over the world through her highly vibrational art, books, self-awareness seminars, and workshops. Born in Mexico and self-taught, Jacqueline won a national diploma at age 12 in a Prismacolor competition, setting off what could become a singular career as pioneer in healing art. I'm so excited I cannot even read it correctly. A unique creative who has dared cross the boundaries of traditional art schools to create new techniques in the world of art. Jacqueline's mystical journey and insatiable search for the divine light guided her to patent the invisible art and light technique in 1986. A gift to humanity, a unique revelation, an encounter with the spiritual world through her art. Several leading scientists have researched her art, proving its unique high vibrational healing properties. Scientific research by Dr. Valerie Hunt, Dr. J.J. Hortat, Dr. Rafael Lopez Guerrero, and Dr. Wong have revealed that her art has unique healing properties that can elevate viewers to heightened states of consciousness. And I can attest for myself that while I was reading her book and looking at her art, it's totally my vibration gone up, and I got tremendous healing myself. But we are so blessed to have Jacqueline with us live today. And this is after you were on my show, Jacqueline, about 2 months ago, and I got so many calls from people that they want you to be a guest on my radio show again. And here we are. So, Jacqueline, are you there?
Yes, it's wonderful to be here with you again. Leah, thank you. And we're here to help, support, and inspire other people together.
Oh, thank you. Thank you for the work that you are doing. And I mean, you can tell how excited I am talking about your work and about your accomplishment in life. And, tremendous gift to humanity you are. I'm doing very small part of what you are doing internationally. So let me start with asking you, when did you realize that you were an artist?
In reality, Leah, I believe that, we all are born with a certain talent, with a certain way of being, with, it's just a matter of developing. I remember painting since I was, 2, 3, 4. It was something of my essence. It was my way of expressing life. And I found it magical. It's amazing because since I was very little, I always thought that not only life, but that art was magical. And little did I know that many years later, in the 83, I would start researching for invisibility through art to show people what we can't see with our eyes. And that's magic, that's like a magical part of showing people that we're so limited in our senses. We truly see very little to what life is about, to what life has to offer. And if we can open a little more spectrum, a door to invisibility, to see who we truly are, the essence of our souls, we will see that the little that we think about who we are magnificent human beings of light.
And I see that you really projected in your book, and I've seen those pictures, and each one of them spoke total volume to me. So how did you create this invisible art that it's so effective and it has so much healing on people?
Well, the whole idea was not only the how, but turning to God to say, I always would, dedicate my brush to God and saying, God, guide me. Let me show people your life. Please help me show the invisible. And people would laugh at me, Lea. People would say, what are you talking about? Invisibility does not exist. You're talking of 1983 when I began the search. And I kept on saying, God, please show me, please open your path. And the Bible says, ask and you shall find. And it is so true because we always have angels. We always have invisible people, invisible guidance to show us where we are really wanting to go and what we're really needing. The universe is willing to give it to us. We just have to open ourselves, flow, and get it. But we have to have a certain goal, a certain focus to understand that. So the whole idea, at that point, I never knew that what I was getting into was higher vibrations, that could lift the human, not only the spirit, but the body. And then, years later, and you can see it in my website of JacquelineRipstein.com, you can see some of the tests that were done by scientific people, from biomeridian to, like you said, Valerie Hunt, Dr. Hertak, and they proved that my art has very high healing, vibrations like Mozart's music has, and takes you to an awareness, and it happens, whenever people come and see my art or in a show, the first thing you hear them say, oh my God, when I put the invisible. But then they're not
That
aware.
was my reaction too when I read your book and I watched those pictures. Now, what is your URL so people want to come and visit your website and learn more about you?
Yes, well, the website for the book is theartofhealingart.com. The website with my art is JacquelineRipstein.com. But they can always go to theartofhealingart.com, and then they will guide you. There's a link to JacquelineRipstein.com from there, just in case, no? And
okay.
So I never really thought that at that time about vibrations. I had no awareness of that. And
you're talking a lot about vibration. Can you define what it means to people who do not have awareness? What is higher vibration?
Okay.
Can you elaborate a little bit more about it?
Yeah, sure. Life is made of energy. Everything in life we know it's energy, and it has movement. And the intensity of that movement is a vibration. So let's say, for example, a stone is vibrating in a very low, slow mode, but it's vibrating. And people know nowadays that a table is made of atoms because science has gotten to that point of teaching us about it. And then you have higher modes of vibration. Thought emits vibration. So if I'm depressed, I'm emitting a very low vibrational tone. If I'm happy and joyful, energetic, that's what people will perceive in a vibrational way. But because we don't see it, this is part of our energy body. This is part of an atom, a world that's made of energy, that's constant movement. That movement is called vibration.
Okay. So it is beyond our five senses, right?
Well, yes, it's part of the energy body, but still the senses are also based with vibration. So, everything is tied up. Nothing is separated. So, for example, when I am seeing a bird fly, the bird is emitting a certain vibration that goes through my eyes to the brain, and the brain captures that and then decodifies that there's a bird.
Oh, okay. I know that you've been very active since the 80s, and your paintings been all over the world and all this kind of stuff. But you just recently published a book. What prompted you to write that book just recently? Why not earlier? Can you give us a clue?
It's a great question. What happened, I never really thought I was going to do a book about my art and the messages that have been given and are given to me through my art. And what happened is that from one day to another, I started facing a challenge. And that challenge was that little by little, I could not talk. I could barely function per day. I could not travel. I was just in a very low mode of health. And they thought after they did some MRI and tests that I had a brain tumor. And when I found that, I went to the Mayo Clinic, I went to other clinics, and then they found out that it was not really a brain tumor, that my third eye, the gland, was very, very big, but still they couldn't find what I had. And I continued not speaking. It was a whole thing. So what I did at that point is I started getting in touch with my inner child and opening communication with my inner child through several exercises that I teach people through art. And you start opening a dialogue between you and your inner self. And then as I did this, I let go totally of, I am sick, or I just put it in the hands of God. And at that point, I started flowing, and the book was put to me.
So you totally surrendered with your condition, and you said, here's my God, I'm in your hands, help me.
Yes, exactly.
Okay. And then eventually you got healed. So
absolutely. But going back to what you said about surrendering, I truly believe that when we surrender, we stop fighting life. We stop fighting our own beings. We start flowing. We start, giving ourselves more into an openness. And it's a very important state. Whenever somebody that's listening to us, if you feel like surrendering, please do it, because it's an amazing way to start flowing.
I know what you're talking about, because I've been doing it recently, and you don't know what magical things are happening in my life. It's just incredible. Just surrender to God, God has plans for us that we cannot even imagine how better they are for us than what we have for ourselves. Do you experience that as well?
Yes, absolutely. And we see it every day, it's what I was saying in the beginning. We have a tendency of seeing ourselves so limited when we are so unlimited. The moment we see ourselves as that, the body dies and that's it, or, versus that the spirit moves on and goes back to the light, we become unlimited.
Wow. Yeah. If we realize that, recognize it, that we are not only our body, and we are not only our five senses, and there is a big world out there that we were brainwashed in a negative way to believe that we are just human beings. I mean, we cannot do this, we cannot do that. But what you're saying is just the opposite.
Yeah, because that's exactly when we think that we have no possibility. Look what Henry Ford said. If you think you are, you know. And when we think, whatever we think is what we're manifesting. If I think I can, I can. If I think I can't, I can't. And that's exactly what he said. If you think you can, you can. And, you know, that's the big difference between somebody that has stepped to an open possibility of unlimiting their life.
Yeah, and you totally overcame this limitation, and I see what a higher vibration you emanate to everybody. So while we are talking about higher vibration frequencies, can you elaborate a little bit more about it and how a person can get to higher vibration frequency in order to heal their life, in order to believe that we are a lot more than only our five senses?
Let me bring art forward. You know, that's one of a great way for people to understand it, because art is an incredible way of either putting you up or putting you down. It has, let's put it in music. You have the very low vibrational music of heavy metal, and scientific people have shown that the vibrations are so low and they affect the body in such a way that neurons of the brain die. Now, towards versus Mozart's music or any of the classical, very high music, vibrational music, when you're listening to that, your whole cells, the whole body awakens and starts vibrating in a higher tone, because we're emitting that as well. And there's a Kirlian camera, I'm sure you know of it, and the pictures can show if, I am in a low or in a high, color, or if I'm in a dark or light state. So not only we are receiving emanations of vibrations, and we need to be very careful with who we are and what we say, because all that is affecting our lives, what we are manifesting, what we're creating, but we're also affecting others, and others are affecting us. So we need to be very careful who we're with, and, like the great masters have said, look for somebody that can really fire your life and speak to them.
Yeah. How many people like this can we find really in this world? And I totally believe that you are one of those people, and that's why I'm so I'm so grateful and feel blessed that I'm connected with you, because you totally raised my vibration and consciousness through reading your book and through the art and your art. And I mean, I'm talking about your book to everybody.
Thank you.
Let's mention your website again, so people who are interested would get.
And also people can also get in Amazon my book by looking for The Art of Healing Art. One word. Healing Art is one word.
Right, so all in one word. The Art of HealingArt. .com, right?
They can also go to the link of Amazon through my website of www.theartofhealingart.com.
Okay.
And they can also contact me there or Facebook through The Art of Healing Art. Again, one word, Healing Art, one word. But going back a bit, to the people that inspire us, look the many people who have crossed, these centuries, that we look back, Mahatma Gandhi, Socrates and people that have left so much cultural wealth, so much for us to inspire, Michelangelo. There's so much for us to hold on to. And we have so many examples of people who have passed to the other dimension, vibrational dimension, because we don't die. The body stays, but the energy of the body is the soul, and energy cannot be destroyed, so it has to go somewhere. And it's been, also studied by people. But the whole idea is that by the time we go, we want to have another level of awareness that was worth our life being, and living it. Because we're taking that with us. We come with what we call a dharma and a karma. And a dharma is a gift. A karma is what we owe. But sometimes we add to the karma instead of cleaning it up. And the book that I'm sure you went through it, how the book helps you peel layers of ego, peel layers of things that block us and keep us blocked in our lives and we're not aware of it. It helps you tap in those areas and start peeling it so we can start moving forward. In Chapter 4, The Burden of Life, one of the things that I say, that is written, I'm going to read it to you quickly because it's like so unique, it's something we all go through. The purpose of life is not to have achieved success by the end of our lives, but to succeed as we live. Every human being is unique. Every person carves out his or his own destiny. The more burdens we carry, the more arduous the ascent, and the slower we advance. And that's where we nowadays need to clean.
Okay. Jacqueline, we have 2 more minutes to stay online. Now, I wanted to ask you, what is your advice to the world who are listening to this show right now? What is your advice in order to raise the world vibration and to reach state like Gandhi, like so many other artists and people like Gandhi who brought to this world?
Well, I truly believe that we are living times of changes, and you know it. We all feel it. We all see it. This is the time that we need to change. This is the time that we need to move along with the era and what is guiding us to do. And in order to do that, we need to stop a little bit and be in contact with our own selves. Our bodies are unique, and we cannot exist as human beings in isolation. We need to embrace interconnectedness in our lives, to expand our lives, opening through love. But the love starts within ourselves. And once we love ourselves, we're able to love everybody and all people.
Got to love. That's it. Opening up to love.
The supreme purpose of life is to discover love.
Oh, this is so wonderfully said. We have a few more seconds to go, and I would like you to talk about when you go to paint. I mean, what inspires you, and how you feel when you start painting.
I never know what's gonna trigger a moment of inspiration. It could be a theater. It could be, a song. It could be meditation. It could be a dream. I never know what's going to trigger it. What I can tell you is once I'm inspired, it's like I'm pregnant. I have to go and give birth.
beautifully said. Oh, my God.
Really, that's how I feel it.
You said it so beautifully. We are not on the air any longer, so we can talk.
Okay.
But you said it so. Yeah, I'm pregnant, so I have to give birth. Wow. You are so great. I mean, I remember I asked you a similar question last time, and you said you become to be the brush.
See,
do you remember?
Yeah, it is. You become one, but the brush of God. Because,
but this time you
like
in
you
different
become
ways.
only an instrument, You only become an instrument.
Oh my goodness! Oh my God! You are incredible. You're an incredible human being. And I understand you have a daughter. Do you have a husband?
No. I'm single. I'm a widow.
You've been okay. And you had a beautiful daughter. Look just like you.
You saw them in Facebook?
Of course.
Yeah, the two of them, I'm very proud of them, yes.
Go to visit your website all the time.
I let the little one is very Shomer Shabbat.
Yeah, but you Shomer Shabbat, yeah? Okay.
Yeah, the little one is Shomer Shabbat. Is, they're pretty religious, and whenever I take my grandchildren out, I have to go to the kosher or they take the snouts from me.
Oh, really? Oh, nice.
They go to a yeshiva here, and now they're going to a yeshiva here in Miami.
Really? Wow.
Yeah.
How many grandkids do you have?
4.
And how many children?
2. Well, the 4 are from my little one, from Arlet.
Say it again?
The 4 grandchildren are from my little daughter, from Arlet.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Yeah.
You have family around, and you are connected with them, and I'm sure they appreciate you very, very much. And Jacqueline, you are beautiful inside and out. I'm telling you. I see your pictures. You are a gorgeous, gorgeous woman. Exotic, gorgeous woman. I'm telling you. Wow.
Thank you. I appreciate it. And thank you so much for your support. And I hope we can continue waking up people together, because we need it.
Yes, we do need it. We really do need it. Because it's... it's time. It's time to awaken. It's time to get out of coma.
Absolutely. Good way to put it. Yes.
Yeah.
But
okay, my wonderful friend.
Thank you, my love. Thank you for who you are. And let's continue being in touch.
Yes, wonderful. I'm going to be out of town, and I'm going to resume my radio show in November sometime. So, but you're okay now. Now, I understand you have a little bit issue with speech, with speaking.
Yeah, still.
But you did not have it before, right?
I continue having challenges, but you know what? I continue standing up.
Yeah.
Like everything we all have, we all keep on having challenges, and we just have to face them, just knowing what's behind it and move on. I'm not stopping.
Now, I wanted to ask you one other question. Is your art in museums or anywhere?
Yeah, it's in France, China, in a few places, but my art has another purpose than just galleries, so I've moved it differently. For me, it's service to humanity.
Mm.
Yeah.
You are really a gift to humanity, I'm telling you. I mean, there is a reason you are here, and there is a reason for all of us being here, but some of us don't recognize it. And it takes time to recognize it. But you recognized it in really young age, and you went for it and became to be whatever you are.
Yeah. Well, that's the whole thing. The people, can start recognizing it, and it doesn't matter how old we are, even before people die, they can open their eyes. And I think that's part of our purpose, to show them.
Yeah, it is our job. It is our job who are awake to show the lightness into other people.
Yeah, absolutely.
Wonderful. I love you, I adore you, and I am so grateful to be connected with you and with the light and higher vibration that you are bringing to the world, because we all need it so badly.
Yes, thank you. I love you too, and thank you for your support.
Okay, wonderful, my friend. We'll talk soon, okay?
Take care, okay? You too. Take care and much blessing.
Okay. Bye-bye.